The neon lights of New Titan City flickered against the rain-soaked windows of Helix Corporation's 97th floor. Anna stood behind her obsidian desk, her emerald scales catching the artificial light in a way that made her appear both beautiful and terrifying. She was a Drakari, one of the last of her kind, and she had clawed her way to the top of humanity's corporate ladder through sheer will and calculated ruthlessness. Lewis stood before her, his termination papers clutched in trembling hands. His brown eyes, once bright with enthusiasm, now reflected only defeat. "You're done here, Lewis," Anna said, her voice carrying the subtle hiss that marked her species. "Your project failed. Your team underperformed. There's no place for weakness in my division. But Ms. Vex, if you just give me one more quarter." "One more quarter," Anna's vertical pupils narrowed to slits. "I gave you resources, I gave you time, you gave me excuses." She gestured toward the door with a clawed hand. "Security will escort you out." Lewis's jaw tightened. For a moment, something flickered in his expression, not anger but disappointment. "You know, when I first came to work here, I admired you. A Drakari who'd integrated into human society, who'd become one of the most powerful executives in the solar system. I thought you were proof that different species could coexist, could understand each other." "Your naivety is exactly why you failed," Anna interrupted. "No," Lewis continued, his voice steady now. "I failed because you set me up to fail. You needed a scapegoat for the Titan Station debacle and you chose me. I've seen the memos, Anna. I know what you did." Anna's scales rippled, a physiological response she'd learned to suppress in most situations, but Lewis's words had struck something deep. "Get out, now." "I'm going," Lewis said, moving toward the door. "But you should know, I'm not the only one who knows the truth about you, about what you really are." Before Anna could respond, the building shuddered. Every screen in her office blazed to life simultaneously, displaying a single image. A massive starship descending through Earth's atmosphere, its hull covered in ancient Drakari script that glowed with an ethereal blue light. And then, cutting through every communication channel in the building, a voice spoke. It was deep, resonant, and it spoke in Old Drakari, a language Anna hadn't heard in 15 years. "Shna Telvek, daughter of the Crimson Flame, inheritor of the Void Throne, we have come for you." Anna's blood turned to ice. That name, Shna Telvek, was one she had buried along with her past. Here in human space she was Anna Vex, executive entrepreneur exile. No one knew her true name, no one could have known. Lewis had frozen at the door, staring at the screens. What did they just call you?" Anna's mind raced. The starship on the screen was a Drakari dreadnought, a vessel of the Imperium, the same Imperium she had fled when she was barely more than a hatchling. They had found her. After all these years, after she'd become someone else entirely, they had found her. "Lewis," she said, her voice suddenly different, less corporate ice, more desperate urgency. "Don't leave, I need you to do something for me." He turned, confusion written across his face. "You just fired me." "Unhire you. Consider yourself rehired, triple salary, whatever you want." Anna moved around her desk, her usual predatory grace replaced by something almost frantic. "But right now, I need a human I can trust, and unfortunately, you're the only one in this building who has any reason to be honest with me." "Why would I help you?" The building shuddered again. Outside, the Drakari dreadnought was growing larger, descending toward the city. Already, Anna could hear sirens, the planetary defense grid activating, news drones swarming like mechanical insects. "Because," Anna said, meeting his eyes, "in about 10 minutes that ship is going to land, and warriors from my homeworld are going to come for me. And when they do, they won't particularly care about any humans who happen to be in their way. This building houses 3,000 employees, Lewis. 3,000 people who will be collateral damage unless we figure out what the Imperium wants and why they've broken a 15-year treaty with Earth to come here." Lewis processed this, his analytical mind. the same mind that had made him a brilliant project manager, working through the implications. "What did they call you?" "That name in their language." "My birth name," Anna said quietly. "I'm not just some Drakari who emigrated to Earth for better opportunities, Lewis. I'm—" She paused, the words foreign after so many years of denial. "I'm royalty. Or I was. I'm the daughter of the Flame Emperor, and I ran away because I didn't want the life they had planned for me." "Which was?" "War, conquest. The Drakari Imperium wants to expand, and they wanted to use me, use my bloodline to legitimize their claim to human-controlled space. I refused. I fled. I thought I'd escaped." The screens flickered again, and this time a face appeared. A Drakari male with scales of deep crimson, marked with silver battle scars. His eyes, the same emerald green as Anna's, held both authority and something that might have been sadness. He spoke again in Old Drakari, but this time subtitles appeared in Standard English. "Sister," he said, "it has been too long. The Emperor is dying. He calls for his daughter. Come home, or we will bring you home." "Sister," Lewis whispered. Cathral, Anna breathed, "My brother." On screen, Cathral's expression hardened. "You have 1 hour to present yourself at the landing coordinates we're transmitting. Come willingly, and no harm will befall your adopted world. Refuse, and we will consider it an act of war against the Imperium." The transmission ended. Lewis ran a hand through his hair. Okay, so your brother just threatened to start an interstellar war if you don't go home for. What? A family reunion, a funeral. "It's not that simple," Anna said. She moved to the window, looking down at the city she'd called home for over a decade. "If the Emperor dies without nomming an heir, the Imperium will fracture. Civil war. Billions dead. But if I return, if I claim the throne—" "You'd have to become the thing you ran away from," Lewis finished. "You'd have to lead them." "Yes." For a long moment, neither spoke. Outside, the Drakari dreadnought was settling over the city's central plaza, its shadow swallowing entire blocks. "What are you going to do?" Lewis asked. Anna turned to face him. "I don't know. For 15 years I've built a life here. I've become human in every way that matters except biology. I've made myself into someone new, but if I don't go back—" "The Imperium will come here and people will die," Lewis said. He walked back toward her desk, his termination papers forgotten on the floor. "You know, you're right about one thing. I did admire you. And maybe I still do, just for different reasons than I thought. I fired you an hour ago. I treated you like garbage." "Yeah, you did," Lewis agreed. "You're kind of a terrible boss, but you're also someone who ran away from an empire to choose her own path, and now you're trying to figure out how to protect people who don't even know they're in danger." He managed a weak smile. "That's pretty heroic, actually." Anna felt something unfamiliar tighten in her chest. "I've spent so long being hard, being ruthless. I thought that's what it took to survive in your world." "Our world," Lewis corrected gently. "You've been here 15 years, Anna, or SH Nara, or whoever you want to be. That makes it your world too." A new voice crackled through the office speakers, this one human, belonging to Earth's planetary defense commander. "Ms. Vex, this is Commander Martinez. We need you to come in for debriefing immediately. That Drakari vessel is claiming diplomatic immunity and demanding your extradition. We need to understand what we're dealing with." Anna looked at Lewis. "Come with me." "What?" "To the defense command, to meet my brother, to whatever happens next." Her scaled hand reached out, almost hesitant. "I've spent 15 years trusting no one, relying on no one. But right now, I need someone who sees me as more than just a Drakari or just a corporate executive. I need someone who might actually tell me the truth." Lewis took her hand. Her scales were warm to the touch, smoother than he'd expected. "Okay," he said, "but I want it on record that this is the weirdest job reinstatement interview I've ever had." Despite everything, Anna laughed, a genuine, unguarded sound she hadn't made in years. "Noted, Now come on, let's go see if we can prevent a war." As they left her office together, the dragon princess in exile and the human she'd wronged, neither of them knew what awaited them aboard that Drakari dreadnought. But for the first time in 15 years, Anna wasn't facing her past alone. The neon lights of New Titan City flickered outside, indifferent to the cosmic drama unfolding in their glow. And somewhere in the dark between stars, an empire held its breath, waiting to see if its lost daughter would return to claim her destiny or forge a new one entirely. The hour was counting down,